Hi, this is Phil Hinton and welcome to an exclusive video here on AVForums.tv. This is the Panasonic PT-AE3000, the company's brand new full HD LCD projector. AVForums were invited along to Panasonic's demo facilities for a one-on-one meeting with the technicians behind the product, as well as a chance to play about and demonstrate it in action. The PT-AE3000 claims an unprecedented native contrast of 60,000 to 1 and a brightness claim of 1600 lumens. Using the newly developed D7 LCD panels, along with a newly engineered pure contrast plate technology, it threatens to further enhance the £2,000 price point in the UK. Other new features include a new frame creation technology that offers 100Hz processing for PAL material and 96Hz for 24p playback. And another unique feature is a 2.35 to 1 CinemaScope lens memory setting that allows the use of a 235 to 1 screen without the need to spend thousands on an anamorphic lens setup. So with a design that is identical to previous models but the promise of further enhanced performance, what are Panasonic aiming for with the PT-AE3000?
This is the successor model of the AE3000. We improved the brightness level and the contrast level. So our new AE3000 has a 6000 to 1 contrast ratio and also the 1600 lumens brightness. And also we add the new features, 100Hz drive, frame creation technology. We add this projector, and also the as a new feature is the lens memory function. So it function gives you the 235 to 1 screen capability. So it's really helpful for you to the CinemaScope image.
Now that works without an anamorphic lens. Maybe you can explain how you managed to do that within the projector.
Yeah, so the usually it has the stretch mode vertically, so we call it the refit function. Then when you want to project the image onto the 235 screen, you need an anamorphic lens, but it's very costly. But this new feature gives you that you don't need any anamorphic lens because it is automatically zoom up and they adjust the focus, so you don't need any anamorphic lens. So it's very you can cost saving.
And what technology is built in there to make sure that the image doesn't degrade when you zoom it up to that size?
So first, in order to use this function, first you have to adjust to fit the screen and adjust the focus point. Then just press the memory button. Then it automatically memorizes the position of the focus point and also the zoom point. Then after that, just press the button, choose the 16:9 or the widescreen version. Then just it move automatically. That you memorize the position, it moves that position.
So with heart mount, there's a few new features on the 3000. One of them is frame creation and 100Hz drive. So maybe you can explain that for the forum users.
Yes, with the new PT-AE3000 we have included a new technology called the 100Hz Motion Picture Pro, which is actually improving the motion picture resolution, which is important especially if you have fast moving contents in movies or sports programs, where actually with a 50Hz resolution, or even more obvious in a 24 frame per second movie, you see moving objects kind of blurred because of missing frames, which make the impression to the human eye that there is a blurry picture. For this reason, to reduce this blurring effect, the projector actually interpolates and calculates missing frames in the signal by analyzing the vector information of moving objects in the content and calculating then interpolated frames. So for example, a 50Hz signal is upscaled then to 100 frames, so 100 frames per second, or 24 there will be 3 new frames created to show the movie actually with 96 Hertz.
And what's the benefit of adding that in? Maybe some people think that's a little bit too technical and they don't quite grasp what the 24 Hertz or the 50 Hertz or the 100 Hertz, maybe they don't quite grasp that. What does it actually mean in terms of benefits when using the projector?
The most obvious it is with movies with 24 frames that you have in fast moving scenes. You have a kind of like a juttering effect, which is very visible. And to reduce that, we're using then the 96 or the 100 Hertz, and that makes the moving objects very sharp and very clear compared to the original signal, where especially these elements in the movie look blurred and not sharp. So the improvement actually is that you have for a sports program, the ball in a football, for example, instead of being blurred, is staying sharp even in fast movements.
And we've only played about with the projector for an hour this morning, but we put some test patterns up there, and one was a resolution test which actually moves. Did your technology give you the result you were hoping for there?
Actually, I was very pleased to see this result, because I was expecting actually also to get some artificial look into the picture, which actually did not happen. There are some movie enthusiasts out there which actually like the original film look which comes from the 24. For those people we have this feature being that they're able to switch off completely the frame creation, and then we have 2 steps, actually mode 1, mode 2 of the frame creation, and I was surprised and very pleased to see that it's not creating any artificial look into the movie. It still is looking very natural, but very smooth and with increased sharpness. And
I guess the main selling point for me today has been the contrast ratio. Such deep black, such great white, so that the image popped off the screen, because after all it's LCD, and LCD's never had a reputation for great contrast. So how have you managed to get there?
Yes, you're right. I mean, the LCD, it's a transmissive technology, and especially in the black scenes, you have to control the light output, which comes from very powerful light source. The challenge for our engineers was actually at the same time increasing the contrast by reducing stray light and leakage light, but at the same time avoid to reduce the brightness too much. It's always a compromise between contrast and brightness with the LCD in the past, but now we have found a technology which we call the pure contrast plate, which is actually a new phase compensator, which is reducing stray light and leakage light, but it still enables a strong peak white. So if you have a dark scene and you have still some bright elements in it, like the stars in the sky at night, you still have a very strong peak white, so the brightness is still there, but at the same time you have a very strong black level.
Although I only had an hour with the PT-AE3000, it definitely left an impression on me with its contrast ratio. Panasonic seemed to have done the impossible and overtaken one of our favourite LCD projectors, the TW2000 from Epsom, in the contrast stakes. The frame creation also passed our quick motion test patterns with some ease, and the CinemaScope memory zoom feature will introduce many to a 235:1 screen without having to spend thousands on an anamorphic lens. You can get more details in the projectors forum and the official PT-AE3000 thread, and we hope to have a review sample very soon for detailed inspection. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.